transition into this next one here, Gavin. Psychonauts 2.
Some other hot Microsoft action here.
Yeah, we got Psychonauts 2 to feature an invincibility toggle, as all people should be able to enjoy games. This is from Adam Bankhurst of IGN. Double Fine shared this bit of news on Twitter in response to Xbox's Twitter saying that beating the game on the lowest difficulty is still beating the game. If you beat Psychonauts 2 with the invincibility toggle on, you still beat Psychonauts 2, Double Fine wrote. All people should be able to enjoy games, all ages, all possible needs. It's an ongoing and important process for our industry and challenge we need to meet. So yeah, that was just kind of in the headlines because they're revealing this invincibility mode.
Yeah.
Which it's positive. And I don't know, I've seen various people, not as much as you'd think on like Twitter and stuff, bagging on them for doing this. But I think overall people are ready for this kind of stuff to be, you know, a more standard option.
I mean, that's also not a hard one to do. So, I mean, that's pretty, it's definitely not as extreme as like all the crazy shit Last of Us 2 did.
Oh, with the accessibility options, yeah.
That is just
that is a lot of
crazy. But I mean, yeah, and there's just so many things you don't think of until you put it out there. Like there were a bunch of things I think with what the newest like Super Mario 3D World where people just didn't think of these things. Like one thing people don't think about is like holding triggers down for an extended period of time. For some people, is very hard to do.
Sure.
So it's lots of stuff, but good on them. That being said, this is almost the bare minimum, but also good for doing it at least.
Yeah, at least it lets everybody. So if you have various like things that limit you from controlling buttons and whatnot, it means that you can't die in the game. Then you can still play it in some capacity.
Yeah.
Although I go further and I say I want more of this in more games because I was big with Returnal, where I love that game. It's so cool, unique, and weird. But I can't play it because it's difficult, but like too difficult for me. So because it's a single player game, I don't see any problem with, if the developers can do it, if they're cool with it, giving me options to toggle stuff, because that only affects my gameplay. So what does it matter anybody else that, you know, I played on a quote unquote easy mode, or even the Demon Souls remake? Give me an easy mode there. How does that affect anybody else besides me playing my game alone in my room? But when you introduce that idea to people online, they freak out, and I'm not sure why. It's like it's almost like they're gatekeeping or whatever, and they want to keep their thing tight, you know, to them. Like, oh, it's hard, only we can play it.
Right.
But even then, it's like, okay, have the trophies. Those are only locked. Like, you can only lock a trophy if you do a run where it's like no hit. You play on the hardest difficulty. Keep that. That's fine. But let me at least play the game and toggle stuff how I want.
Or scoreboards. Like scoreboards is a big one. Like I love Spelunky, and I think Spelunky is better because it's in accessibility, but I could see them putting in, you know, an invincibility mode or some of this other stuff and just saying, well, you can't put it on the scoreboard.
Right. And that's fair and that's fine. It doesn't affect anybody.
Yeah.
It's like, I just don't get it.
Or do a scoreboard just for them.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's strange to me that people care at all how somebody else plays a game, but at least good on them for doing this. This game looks really pretty, and it's going to be Game Pass, so I definitely am going to jump into it. It's August, I want to say, September, October. I know it's very soon.